playoff run when teams are healthy and he'll beat them.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's new episode.
Like we also know that Yanni is also like he also dips in the playoffs too. His efficiency, free throws, everything dips in the playoffs too. We know this.
But like but you guys made a comment that you rather put the 76ers above the Bucks.
Yes, this season, yes.
Actually, yes.
Like how? Like
they're a better team than 76ers, actually, at this point, yes.
you said who is a better team?
It depends. We'll put the Sixers above the Bucks if the Sixers are healthy. That's if Embiid comes back.
Yeah, that's just it, yes.
Because right now,
Embiid is playing way better than Giannis.
Without Embiid, they're a first round exit if they won't get into the playoffs.
Yeah, they're going to make the playoffs.
Why is our Golden State fan? I doubt the Golden State are making the playoffs. This one is saying that they're that close.
Then the CBT me about my own prediction right now. I'm saying it now. One of these two teams will not make it, Golden State or Lakers.
It has to be Golden State. I'm going with the Golden State all day. Like
Lakers are making it. That one is for sure.
Bro, they're ninth in the West, bro.
Bro, what can we in the West? The stars don't matter, God. It's
Yeah,
playoffs,
but like
man.
last season you turned your season around after the trade deadline. This season you did not make any trade.
Because we have the same call.
Yeah, okay. You know what? We'll see. This is a we will see situation.
and you guys have a 40-year-old man as your first option.
No,
And the roller coaster after that.
don't even say that about Bro. Like
Actually, the only way Lakers has a chance to win is if they try to get another first option. There's no way they're going to win if Bron is still going to be a first option. So you know that, man.
Bron is not the first option.
Actually, he's the face of the of Golden State Warriors. I'm sorry, of Los Angeles Lakers right now. Like he's their first option.
Is he?
Actually, he is. Yes.
He's not their first option, bro.
We are trying to force Anthony Davis to be what he is not. So you know that, right? Anthony Davis is.
This is the problem when we start talking, when we start arguing with TikTokers. It's a problem.
No. Actually, it's right because over the years, like everybody has been trying to like get a Davis to be the first option and everything. Like, but he's not that guy. Actually, he only plays where.
Who come now? Who's their best defender?
A Davis now, yes.
Who's their best rebounder?
Anthony Davis. All those things are just defense. Actually, he's their best, right?
Who
the only thing he does is that he allows everybody to go for the offense.
Who does the offense run through right now?
Anthony Davis.
So how the fuck can he have all those and he's not the first option?
Actually, he has them right now. He at the start of the season he wasn't. That was Braun. And then actually Dilo is helping out right now, right? Dilo has been averaging around 30 points in this last 5 games or so. So you can't even possibly say it's Anthony Davis that is the core first offensive.
So where you're trying to tell me that Dilo is like the first option? Is that what you're saying?
Actually, he stepped up in his last 5 games.
No, say it with your full chest that Dilo is the first option.
I can't say with my full chest the same way I can't say Anthony Davis is the first option right now.
Me, I can say with my full chest because Anthony Davis is averaging 25 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting 55% from the field, and averaging about 3 blocks a game.
How many points is LeBron averaging?
LeBron is averaging 25 too.
Nearly a triple-double.
It's nearly a triple-double. He's not averaging anything close to 10 assists or 10 rebounds.
Actually, 7-7 or 8-7. So it's
exactly
close to triple-double. So you can't possibly say Anthony Davis. It's close to a triple-double. Less by 3.
Like you cannot be close to a triple double if you're not even averaging a double double. Like you see what I want you to know. I want you to realize that AD is playing better defense than Bron. The offense is running through AD. AD is scoring more than Bron. AD is being a better rebounder than Bron. And he's shooting
What's
better
their
from the
position
field
right
than
now?
Bron.
And what's their position right now? What's
What?
their position in the league?
They're ninth in the West now.
They're ninth in the West. One position away from being outside the playoffs, right?
Okay, so like, where's your point? Where's your point
My
exactly?
point is that actually they are doing all these things. They're trying to force Anthony Davis to be what he is not, and actually, like they're not getting. It's better for them like to have another first option. Anthony Davis' job is to like block. He's a rim protector. He's a defender actually. So you can't. He is not that offensive beast you think he is. He's inconsistent when it comes to offense. True or false?
Bro.
He's a roller coaster. He's a roller coaster. He gives you 25 today. He gives you 22 tomorrow.
Anthony Davis is not a roller coaster in the playoffs.
What was his points? Like, what was he averaging last season in the playoffs?
I think he averaged, was it
Who
like
stepped up
26, 27?
against Denver? It was only Braun. There was no Anthony Davis in that series. Braun stepped up against Denver.
Bro.
There was
do you know how
Anthony
many
Davis.
times in that? Do you know how many times in that series Jamal Murray was guarding Anthony Davis and they didn't give him the ball?
I don't know what happened, but at the end of the day, if you look at it,
Bro,
Anthony
they were playing through Anthony Davis the whole playoffs and they were winning. Then I don't know whether LeBron wanted to win MVP for Western Conference or something like that, but they just switched up how they were playing him, like doing that
Anthony
series.
Davis
That was what
deserted. He deserted that series. It's not Braun's fault. The first two games, Anthony Davis had his chance. Braun went up in the next two games. The last two.
Okay. So what you're saying now is that it's turn by turn. Do you get?
No, you said actually what you said is that Anthony Davis was the offensive front in that playoffs, right? So what happened in the first two games against Denver? He was nowhere to be found. Braun took up the role to like go against them, and Braun gave us an impressive role in that last two games.
Don't say that. There was no way. You can't say he was nowhere to be found when in the first game he had 40 points and 10 rebounds and they lost the game by 3 points. You can't say that. Second game, I think he had about 27 points and like 9 rebounds. You can't say he was nowhere to be found. Most teams went into Denver. The altitude was high. They lost 2 games in Denver. Most teams went into Denver and lost both games in Denver. Don't say he was nowhere to be found. Because when you actually gave him the ball, he performed.
And what? Okay, the second game, what was his field goal? What was his field goal in that?
He shot right in the second game. Let me check.
Yeah? What was his field goal in that second game?
I'm checking. Chill. I know a lot of stats, but I'm not basketballreference.com. Chill.
So okay, we're listening.
This is Denver. Sure.
Wait. During the last season and this season, did he change coaches or is still the same coach that is coaching like the team, the Lakers?
Still the same coach.
And then you people are still putting like where was where is that king that was putting the Lakers as a possible contender? No, let's be honest. Because according to what you're saying, that the Lakers were doing fine when AD was their best player, then suddenly they switched it up in the Western Conference.
Exactly. That's exactly my point. They switched it up. It's not the coach, it's Braun.
So what was KD? What was Anthony Davis' field goal in that second game? You said the first 2 games he did well. So what was his? What was the field goal?
Yeah, he shot like 30-something% from the field, bro.
That's terrible, bro. That's terrible, bro. That's terrible, bro.
Yeah, he played in Denver. Like, check everybody's field goal when they play in Denver.
Actually, you've turned it to everybody. The thing is, like Anthony Davis is better as a second option.
Everybody, your best player cannot be averaging 30 in like.
He didn't average 30 in.
I mean, your best player cannot be scoring 30. You get.
bro.
Then I don't can't be getting 30%
See,
field goal.
all I'm saying, those 2 games in Denver, AD played well. Like if you're looking at it as a whole, he played well. Then in LA, Brown all of a sudden became the first option, and they started getting smoked because those 2 games in Denver were close games.
Okay.
And I don't know. See, all I know is that if AD was the first option in that Western Conference Finals, like he was throughout all the playoffs, that series would have gone at least 6 games.
But ultimately end with a Lakers loss.
Exactly. And AD, like look at everything statistically this season. AD has been better than Braun.
But now it's just like he made a point earlier that okay, AD is getting all these stats, but where are they finding themselves at the ninth? How can you explain that?
They can't shoot. Their team has shooting. Like they cannot shoot.
They cannot shoot to save their life.
Vanderbilt cannot shoot. Cam Reddish cannot shoot. Dorian Prince cannot shoot. All these people cannot shoot. Game Vincent can shoot, but he's too small. Dilo was choking all this while. It's now that Dilo has remembered that he's a professional basketball player. All
But
these
they
guys
have
can't
shoot.
shoot. Braun, we're going to act like Braun is shooting well this season. He's not.
He's not, but he's better as the first option compared to
How is he
making
better
it
as the
the first
first
option.
option? It's just
AD has never been
things that are
in his
sweet to your
life
mouth.
as the first option. So you know,
How? See, the last time
when
we saw Braun as the first option on the Lakers, they did not make the playoffs.
actually the first option last season,
He was not the first option last season.
who was the first option last
It
season?
was AD.
He was the first option, and he stayed the first option, and this is why he won. Even this season, he stayed the first option. This is why he won the in-season tournament MVP.
You really believe that when AD had like was it not 40 something points and 20 something rebounds? Yeah, bro, if you don't yo
Look,
yo
but see what he's trying to say. Like, honestly, I do believe like AD is like the guy for Lakers. Like, he is the guy now. He should be the guy. But over time, it's like AD. I know throughout last year he was doing this stuff, alternating Davis. Like, that's what I used to call him. Because one game he's 30, 10, and 5. Next game is 6, 3, and 2. 30, 10, 5.
that's in the regular season, man. That's in the regular
No,
season.
like he even did it in the playoffs. Like up until the Golden State series, he was doing the same exact thing. He did it in the first 2 games of the Warriors series. Then the last 3 games, he locked in and they won. Like, I feel like he's supposed to be the number 1 option because he's a very good scorer and he's a better defender. He's arguably the best defender in the NBA.
He's the best offensive option on that team, and he's the best defensive option on that team. And one thing
Not
he's
over
giving
Braun.
you what?
Not over Braun when it comes to offense. AD does nothing on offense.
My God, bro. Oh my God, bro.
Where was
Like,
AD last season against Denver? You said something about having 40 points, right? LeBron James too also had a triple double against Denver the last game. He had 10 rebounds, 9 assists, nearly a triple double, and 40 points. So where was AD? AD fucked up. AD had 26. AD had a series where he went, a game where he went, where he had 26% field goal. So he was very bad, like 26% field goal from a 7 foot tall player that is close to the rim. Guy, that's abysmal now. Now what for you? AD is better as a second option. If you make AD, when AD was in New Orleans Pelicans, he never made it past the first round as a first option. True of us.
who was the second option?
Chris Paul. He had Chris Paul.
He had Chris Paul
Yes.
in the Pelicans.
He also had Drew Holiday.
Wait, did you say he had Chris Paul?
He had Chris Paul. Yes, I think yes. He had Chris Paul.
Bro.
No. Yes, he had Chris Paul and Drew Holiday.
When did AD have Chris Paul?
AD played with Chris Paul. New Orleans Pelicans now.
He did not play with Chris Paul.
Sorry. He had only Drew Holiday. Sorry.
So now you look at a team. Which team has Drew Holiday been the number two option and has gone close to winning that you have seen in this life? Eh?
Oh, okay. Let's look at the
But
box.
he's
Look
also
at,
a
look
good
at the
defender.
box.
He's also a
Was
good
Joe
defender.
Holiday their second option? If we think about it.
Middleton was their second option.
No, there's some games where Middleton got injured and then Drew had to step up as their second option.
Which game?
Okay, the playoff. And this basket time when Middleton was injured, was it with the after the next they played two again?
No,
Middleton was injured.
bro. You're talking about the next year entirely when Middleton was injured throughout the playoffs.
Yeah.
And they lost. They lost because Drew was their second option. That was the sole reason they lost. So Giannis was out there putting up 46 points and 20 rebounds and you're losing. Middleton was Holiday was the sole reason they lost.
Bro.
That was Giannis actually. Because guy, his free throw, he was missing free throws.
But like you drop 40 points and 20 rebounds. Like who does that and still lose this guy?
See, which big man in the league are you expecting to be your closer? Even Jokic, as good as he is Jamal Murray closes for the Nuggets. So when you have a closer called Drew Holiday, you are going to lose.
Actually, Drew Holiday, you like the team, they had Eric Gordon, so they had like their depth was okay.
That team was not a championship team. That
Actually,
that team was a second round exit. And where did AD get them to? The second round.
His second year in the playoffs now. Yes.
So like I don't know. Like what are you expecting from him? Like you give him
Not
the Holiday as
the only
second
thing I'm
option.
expecting from AD is defense. AD contributes nothing. If you have the hope of your team, like if you have a hope, your team's hope is on AD to be the first option, and then like he's going to prove himself in the playoffs. Or you not go fair, because he's inconsistent. He's a roller coaster. He goes up and down like cryptocurrency.
They're both pictures, man.
Man.
LeBron is more consistent. LeBron is more experienced. LeBron is everything AD is not. So actually, they need a real first option right now. LeBron is too old. This is my only excuse. They will keep on building around LeBron.
Man. Yo, this is like one of the funniest basketball things I've heard in a long time.
No, this is actually a crazy basketball take and like Loki, he's actually proving it.
If AD is inconsistent and he's still averaging more points than LeBron, like I don't know what to say, bro.
Yeah, but like at the end of the day, what I feel is they still look to Bron, right? They can't build around Bron. It's just the biggest waste of time they will ever do. They need to get Bron out and get a real guy with AD, because AD he has all the skills, he has all the ability. He provides the stats.
The problem is that you guys don't want to agree is because you're just looking at the name LeBron. LeBron is not good enough to be a second number two option.
Right now he can be a number two.
He can't be a number two.
What do you mean?
He has the numbers. He can't.
He can't be a number.
He's still playing like a good number.
He's averaging 20 points. Nearly okay. Let's say he's averaging 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. Like he doesn't go below these numbers. So he can be a second option. He's better than he has more numbers than every other second option in the league right now.
Bro. James Harden was averaging 20 and 10. He was still not a second option.
What year?
With the Nets.
He was still like for both the Sixers, he was still not good enough to be a second option.
He was the second option in the Sixers. Who was the second option?
Yeah. Obviously, he was not good enough to be a second option. That's why he left there and became to be a third option.
Do you mean like a second option or a championship team?
Yeah, on a team that can win. Yes, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. But if they get like good pieces in place, Los Angeles can do it. It's just that they are making no moves. They are reliant on Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is a two-way contract player that had a good like a purple patch and is now earning millions. Like he's a great player, fine, but he's not the guy that you're looking to. He's not your guy that will step up when your first
Rely
option is
on
down. Yeah, he's not the one.
I'm looking at all this and like do you know the problem with AD but is that it's just very easy to point the finger at him. But he's not the Lakers problem. He's doing what he's supposed to do as a number one. He's the only number one that would like when you watch him, you see he's getting all those rebounds he's supposed to get. He's scoring when he's supposed to score. When you give him the ball, obviously, because if he's a big, he's not handling the ball. When he's posting up and he's not getting the ball, he cannot score. And he's consistently being your best defender. One thing he's doing, he's the ultimate. He's been the best defender in the league.
That's the job. That's his job to be the best defender and not the first option. It is not a playmaker. So you know,
Bro, for a
it
big
can
man,
never be a
for
playmaker. This
for
guy you're
for
getting,
for
you're trying to make him a playmaker. He's clearly not.
chill. Please, can you like just look at how he has been playing this season at least before you try and say the sky is blue, at least just look out.
So we should
Check
like
check outside. Because I don't know if you have been seeing, but
how many
AD
seasons
averages
has he played in the
AD,
NBA? This
AD is averaging 4 assists. He's averaging 4 assists.
okay.
Tell me which team in the league right now that 25, 12, and 4 shooting 55% from the field and being the best defender in the league is not a first option.
AD is not the best defender in the league. He's not even the second defender in the league. Rudy Gobert is the first option to win the Defensive Player of the Year. Yes. Wembanyama is also doing the same thing Anthony Davis is doing. They are both rim protectors. They're also good. They're like, you can't even pose a reason why Anthony Davis is better than Wembanyama right now. On defense, so I'm saying defense.
Hey Eddie, you can carry on, bro.
No.
The
I
thing
feel like Bron's only point is the inconsistency in AD.
And
But like,
those inconsistencies don't exist in the playoffs.
yes, okay, I've
does,
seen that
it
AD
does.
is actually a menace in the playoffs. I feel like the reason why you guys feel like AD is not a first option is not AD himself, it's the way the Lakers is structured. When it's time for them to give AD the ball to actually get on the point, they give it to Bron. Check it, like you said in yourself. Suddenly in the playoffs against the Nuggets, Bron started getting the ball and started looking at the first option. Okay, when you look at it, it's just how the Lakers is built. But if you look at statistically, I feel like AD should be the first option on the ball. This guy mentioned he mentioned the point like AD is not a playmaker. That's why it's not supposed to be the first option. If you look at it, he's their first scoring option, not their best playmaker. He's always in the post. You feed him the ball and he gets you the points. And if the ball doesn't get to him, how is he supposed to keep scoring?
My point exactly.
So, like, I don't feel your point as saying AD is not a good first option. I feel like AD is one of the best first options. Put him in the post, like he's one of the best post players you can ever find.
Bro, AD is a top 10 player in the league right now.
Yeah. So you coming up here and saying AD is not a first option because it's inconsistent. It's just how the Lakers are built to give Bron the ball. But like, I feel like once you move Bron,
But it doesn't change the fact that he's inconsistent.
Is he inconsistent in the playoffs?
Yes. When has AD ever stepped up like as a big dog in the playoffs apart from Golden State Warriors?
Bro, he stepped up in what they call it. Is it 2019 or 2018 with the Pelicans? He stepped up 2020. He stepped up last year.
He stepped up with the Pelicans.
Yes, with the Pelicans.
Okay. What series was that? How far did they go in the playoffs?
Again, like they went to the second round, and he played well in the second round.
Actually, I'm going to give him that because that was against Golden State Warriors.
Like it's not about whether you give him that. Check the numbers and watch the games.
AD
Don't
is
just
inconsistent. You're
don't
the only guy
don't
that is
don't
saying
don't
AD.
just
See, when you watch the
don't
game, you
don't
know AD is inconsistent.
don't just
Once
come here. Don't just come here throwing out narrative,
guy,
bro.
AD is inconsistent. If you play paddy just like me, you know that if you bet on AD today, tomorrow he's going to like go down
Are
below
you
your
like? Are you
expectations.
Okay,
AD
so
is one of
that's
the
where
most.
your basis of argument. You're not arguing based on fact. You're arguing
This
just
is what
because
I'm
you
trying
lost
to
a
tell you.
bet
You
on
said you should
AD.
watch games. You said I should watch games, right?
You lost
I,
the bet and you're now just see. Okay. Let's get
actually,
it.
you haven't made a reason why AD is not
All
inconsistent.
right, all
It
right. You
has
say
I've
always
AD
told
been.
is
you. I've told you.
inconsistent.
Check. I've told you. Check AD in the playoffs.
Last season, you said AD is consistent. Last season, AD had against them in the Western Conference Final, the biggest stage, like the biggest
Yeah,
series he went
yeah,
to last
yeah, yeah.
season.
He averaged 29 and 9 in that series.
Okay, what was the field goal? The second game, he had 26% from the field as a 7 foot. So he was inconsistent. The first game he did well. The second game
How?
he started run to two. This is the
So
problem with AD.
come now. So come now. So now, what you're telling me now is that AD. Now, you're going to count that whole playoff run as inconsistent because he played 4 games against Denver and had one bad game.
That's
And
not
that
what I'm
was in
trying to do.
Denver's house.
And
Come on.
no, because it's not how you want to tell me that somebody that averaged 29 and 9, shooting damn near 60% from the field, and gave you like two and a half blocks a game was inconsistent in the series.
Come on, bro. Come on.
And AD was consistently the best defender in the playoffs last year.
Nobody's arguing if AD is a consistent defender. The problem you said AD is a consistent. Like the problem is the offense. This is the
I'm see.
problem with
Let,
Golden
let,
State
let,
Warriors,
let,
not
me,
the
let, me,
defense.
let, me, let, me, let me tell you something. But if you want to tell me that you don't trust AD in the regular season, I'm not going to argue with you. My point is, we're talking about number one option. We're talking about championship here. I'm talking about the playoffs where people go and get those championships. And I'm thinking
AD
that
has been okay. Wait. You said AD has been consistent. The first series against Memphis, what was his field goal? First game he had 58% from field, but second game he went down from 58 to 28%. The third game he had 48. The fourth game he had 38%. So AD is inconsistent, guy. You obviously like I don't know like how you seen the game.
Okay,
As a big man, AD is the most inconsistent big man. Don't
True. Now, you see, this is what I say. You are throwing narratives out there.
I'm not throwing
How
any
many-
narrative.
How many shots like that is 38% figure? Like, how many shots did he take?
He took 17 shots. Oh, okay, wait. He took 14 shots. He made only 4. As a big man, he took 14 shots. As a big man, 7 foot tall, close to the rim.
Okay.
He took 14 shots. He made only 7. He made only 4.
Now, question is ask yourself now. Other people that are playing this position that are in Superstar, how many games have you seen that Jokic has taken 14 shots or Giannis has taken 14 shots?
This isn't about Giannis.
Wait, check
This is
his
about
3
AD.
points. Check how many 3 points he took first before we go on. Like, just check how many 3 points he took. Because you're saying that he's missing shots at the rim. Check how many 3-point shots he made. He took.
You know, yeah, how many when they take? Nobody only we take one. Then can't take 4.
Just check. You're saying the 14 game. Check how many 3 points he took.
Actually, Jokic also takes 3 points back.
See, you were saying something that how will he be missing at the rim?
Yes, this is what I'm trying to say. He didn't even take the game where he had 28%, where he had 28% field goal. He only took 1 3-point. Then the rest we are all from the post. Right? Yes. And then he had to he 14 shots, he missed, like he got only 4. So he missed 10. Then the other game, he had a good game. The other game after that, he went down those numbers. So this is AD. He has always been inconsistent. It's not a narrative, but the facts are there. So you can't make AD your first option. A guy that's not consistent can't be your first option.
Yo, Boston, who's your first option?
Yes.
Who's your first option?
He used to be Braun, but right now they don't have any first option apart from AD.
Okay.
Braun won the in-season tournament, so he was the first option beginning of the
No,
season.
I don't see that in-season tournament. If you check the stats of that final MVP, that final team, you see that AD put up a very, very crazy performance. Why they gave Bron, you can't see, bro.
Man, I don't know how you be top scorer, like top scorer in a series. You now average 50% from the field. You now average like 4.3 blocks, and you get like 12 rebounds. But somehow, you were not the best player in that series, and you were inconsistent. I don't know.
Even
like,
when LeBron
See, the problem with you is that you're basing off everything off numbers. Just because you have the numbers, that doesn't mean you're not
obviously.
inconsistent. This is your problem. Jordan Poole earlier this season, the numbers were there that he was averaging 18 points per game. Is Jordan Poole consistent or inconsistent? He's inconsistent, but the numbers tells us that he's averaging 18 points per game. So this is
terrible.
you're fucking up
That's
everything.
terrible. He's a professional basketball player. As a first option, how would you average 18?
Are the numbers
He told the contract.
Are the numbers also lying about the field goal too?
Hmm?
Are the numbers lying about the field goal?
Are the numbers lying about the field goal? Actually, the point, he takes a lot of shots, so it's easy for him to average those numbers.
No, like the field goal percentage.
Actually, yes.
The numbers are lying about the field goal too.
Yeah, the numbers are lying. I don't get.
No, because like you see, I'm just basing it off numbers. You know that AD was efficient that series. You know he was efficient that series.
Who?
AD.
Actually, we've talked about Denver, and then I went to the first game of the series, which was against Memphis. The first 4 games he was inconsistent. I called out the number.
I'm talking about like the series against Denver. Against Grizzlies, sorry.
What?
Was he efficient? Because I'm seeing games here too now where LeBron is shooting 42% from the field and 29%. Is LeBron inconsistent?
On how many assists?
Is he inconsistent?
AD, you said AD is the first option. This is you. This is you. You said
now. Is LeBron also inconsistent? Is the question.
Actually, yeah. LeBron has always been the first option. This has always been his number. His numbers.
You're not answering my question. I'm seeing games.
He's not inconsistent.
Okay. So, but like when LeBron should shoot 29%, your question now is on how many assists. But when AD shoots it, you don't need to ask on how many rebounds.
AD is a rim protector. He's 7 feet, so he stays close to the rim. How you judge a center is different from how you dissect other players.
Wow.
So actually,
So we
this guy,
are we saying the same about Embiid? Will you say the same about Embiid?
in the playoffs, Embiid is inconsistent now. You need. Okay, wait. Yes. True or false? The numbers drops down. Embiid is even inconsistent right now. He's only averaging all those numbers against. Let's not say he's inconsistent, but Embiid now he's only averaging all those numbers against team less than 5.00 units. Against big teams, Embiid is averaging 24 points per game. You can actually check the numbers on your phone right now. So they see Embiid only chop when they play against Wemby. goofy ass Atlanta Hawks and other goofy ass teams. So actually, those numbers are going to drop very well in the playoffs.
Oh, here, are you for real?
Yes.
Oh wow, interesting. So Embiid is also inconsistent in the regular season.
Nobody said Embiid is. You ever listening to me? I said in the playoffs, those numbers are going to drop astronomically, just like it drops every time in the playoffs. This is what I'm trying to say.
No, you know what's funny?
Okay, wait. Okay.
What's funny?
This is Anthony Davis. Yes, can you hear me?
I
We can hear you.
Okay.
First game in the series, last year's playoff. He had 22 points. Then he went down to 13 points. Then he goes up to 31 points. And then he falls back to 12 points. Then he goes up to 31 points. Then he falls back to 16 points. Then he goes up to 30 points. Then he falls back to 11 points, 25, 23, 23, 17, 40, 18, 28. So you can actually see you can see the numbers right now. So you look at those numbers and see this player is consistent. How do you watch the game? Nobody. One of one of the obvious facts in that Lakers roster is that AD is inconsistent. People want him to be the first option, which he is clearly not. He can't even be the first option. He doesn't play make, and he's also going to disappoint you if you make him the first option.
Option must be a playmaker.
I'm just trying to say, yes, you can actually work from there. If he's a playmaker, yes, we can actually try. But AD, he lacks everything to be the first option.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Didn't you also say that the Suns are your favorites?
Yes.
Kevin Durant is a playmaker, right?
Kevin Durant is a playmaker now.
Interesting.
And we also have Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker. These guys.
I hope this thing is being recorded, please.
Yeah,
it's actually being recorded.
Nice.
You obviously don't know the difference between being consistent and inconsistent. If you want to take players,
you're talking about being a playmaker. Okay, we can never KD is one of the greatest scorer, but saying he's a playmaker.
Let me pause you for a minute. Tell me what makes KD a playmaker. You have the mic right now. Go at it. Tell all of us.
You say he's a playmaker. I say he's a playmaker. I say he's a good scorer, but not a playmaker.
What?
No, you say that AD is a playmaker.
Yes, he's a game when he's in form. Yes, it is the best player on the court. But the problem is that he is inconsistent. It is a great player. Isn't this one of the reasons why he has never won Defensive Player of the Year and MVP?
Cheers. He has never won Defensive Player of the Year. You don't think that's because he has never been completely healthy for a whole season?
Availability is also a skill. So AD is nowhere to be found. It's part of inconsistency. You can't trust his health. So he's not always on the court. It's part of inconsistency.
Okay. Now, how many times has AD gone down in the playoffs? How many times has he gotten injured in the playoffs?
How many players has he? Okay, wait. He hasn't been away in the playoffs since he got to Los Angeles. This is because Bron is doing everything. If you make AD the first option,
LeBron is the reason that AD has not gotten injured in the playoffs.
Your first option, yes, Bron does everything on the court. The triple double.
Okay, interesting.
It's not about screaming interesting. Actually, you're obviously not making it.
I'm listening to you.
We're supposed to be having a conversation, not listening to me, pa.
No, let me tell you. I'm hoping that you will see my points through you talking to yourself. Because
actually, there's no point to see. Actually, you said something about the numbers. I've tried to prove you wrong in all aspects. You say something about the efficiency. I gave you the numbers. You said something about the numbers. About the points. He got 40 points. He went down to 11. I called out the numbers for you, methodically. I've been trying to refute you in every angle you come out. But the thing is that you always Guy, there's no conversation right here. This is because there's no theory to like point at. There's no theory to say AD is a first option. You can't trust AD as a first option. He can actually be your first option, but the problem is inconsistent. So somebody that is inconsistent, you can't trust the person as your first option because he's nowhere to be found. This is the problem. New Orleans Pelicans had earlier this season when Zion is their first option, right? He went out, then he came back again. Their first option came back again. Then they started winning. Then he went out again. Then this season he came back and they decided to make Brandon Ingram their first option, and Zion got angry. So I don't know if we were actually like active when that altercation was happening between Zion and Brandon Ingram. Like it was immediate. So this is the problem with having an inconsistent first option. Like it destroys the whole dream of the team. If you make AD your first option, Ingo disappear as usual. He's even yet to have his normal the AD. Like in the last 3 years now, AD they always come out for injury. True of us.
For playoffs.
No, it's not about the playoffs. He's going to disappear in these few games.
What I'm saying is that all this your logic, bro, about AD.
Yes.
To me, it doesn't exist in the playoffs, first of all. And secondly, you see all this your logic that you're using. You should use it for the Phoenix Suns too. Do you? Where they have a team where they listed KD as their number one option. And more than 80% of the games, Booker has been putting up number one option numbers. Now you said AD is not a playmaker. Because he's not a number one option because he's a playmaker. And you also say Kevin Durant is a playmaker.
Yes.
Can you explain what makes AD not a playmaker and what makes KD a playmaker?
Playing through someone, like this is playmaking, right?
Yeah.
It's carrying the offense of the game.
Yeah. Like explain what makes KD a playmaker and what makes AD not.
Actually, the numbers AD has more assists. Let's start with the assists.
Okay.
Yes. So AD has the assist. Then Anthony Davis.
Like, or you say KD has the assist.
Yes.
Okay. How many is the average? Not like 5.
Yes.
Okay.
And Anthony Davis this season, I think this is his first season where he's averaging like
doesn't KD also have more turnovers?
Because he touches the ball like the most. Anthony Davis is 7 foot tall, so he only gets the rim, close up the rim, like close to the rim.
How tall is KD, please?
The problem with KD is that they give KD the ball he brings the ball up the court. Anthony Davis gets the ball in the court. LeBron James was giving him the ball in that finals against Miami. Right?
So
he won, he won the league's assist player of the year. So AD gets the ball in the post. Kevin Durant brings the ball to the post.
AD is like a better post playmaker, man.
Yeah.
So if you're saying KD brings the ball up, I can say AD does his own distribution from the post. And just like KD too, just like AD too, KD is not like the number one playmaker on this team too,
Right now.
When has he ever been the number one playmaker on this team?
(2017, 2018), yes. He was a playmaker.
He was not the number one playmaker on that team.
He was everything in that finals.
It was so now you're talking about a particular series.
You asked me, I gave you an answer now. Yes.
He was not the number one playmaker on that team.
Okay, who was the playmaker?
Playmaker is better than him on that team. Steph, Draymond.
Okay, actually, I can take Draymond, but Steph is not a better playmaker than KD when they both
Oh
play on
my
the same.
god. Oh my god.
Uh,
Oh
okay,
my god.
so
Always
before
find them.
2017-2018 finals, Steph Curry was a worse playmaker than Kevin Durant, and then Anthony Davis is a better playmaker than KD, and then we'll just add some other topics and continue from there. So thank you guys for hopping on. we'll be we'll be back on hopefully sooner rather
Oh.
than later.
No, see, he said it straight up that he said Steph Curry is not a better playmaker than Kevin Durant.
I never said that. I said when they are on the same team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes.
Okay, so
I get why Stephen
chill,
Curry
chill,
has been
okay,
a better playmaker, but
chill.
the only
So
two years they played together. Okay.
when they were on the same team, Steph Curry was not a better playmaker than KD. That's what you're saying.
Yes, that
And
was Draymond Green.
yeah, we'll meet again.
Okay then. Thank you guys for listening.